What's up everyone, it is the Loki Monster here, and this week's update we have the return of Friday the 13th with a brand new area, and we also have the return of the old Mogolween areas. So we're going to cover that first, just really quick. I won't get deep into it. Mix is here on the bridge, and next week we will be getting the Mogolween collection, supposedly. There are 6 years of collections of Mogolween stuff available here, so you guys can check that out. And also there is a trove you can do. To start this trove, head to the town of Miscroft and talk to the mayor there, and all that stuff is free storage in the bank if you do that trove. And you could travel to all the different locations, the different dungeons like the haunted house, and that straight from the menu. You can also find Dottie on the bridge right now, and Dottie is the NPC for Camp Gointogetcha, so you can go straight to the camp there. You can also buy camp souvenirs here. Now these are the DC items that are available, like Bonk, which is for the clown, Shrade, which is like the It parody, and we have the serious head injury. I absolutely love this. It's worth 100 DC if you want to drop that on it. It is hilarious. You also have from last year the Fiend Trade relics. One thing you should note, that all the materials have now changed to tokens. Now this is the Fiend Staff of Horror. This was really popular, and the Fiend Trade armor. And then we have the Shrade pets at the very bottom. Now each of these is a miniature of the actual Shrade that you fight in the game. All these different Shrades spawn, all these different Shrades outfits are available. A lot of them are drop stuff. Some of it you do have to craft, especially Shrade X. Now I'm going to jump to the new content. The old content's there. I have videos on it. I will talk about it more in another video later on. But right now I'm going to jump to our new NPC, Nevermore, who is also on the bridge, and start the Friday 13th adventure, the new one, A Birth of a Doom Weapon. So it says it's not started yet, travel to Ravenspire, but below it says travel to the Shop of Oddities. Well, all of these quests always started out by talking to Mysterio. And when I say all these quests, I mean the Cabin in the Globe, the Darla Crystal, whatever it is, Crystal. They all start out by talking to Mysterio. So we're going to talk to Mysterio, and he says right here, gruesome axe. So he's found this new gruesome axe, and you're supposed to travel to the town of Ravenspire to be their special guest tonight, and you're looking for a chronomancer named Cyrus. Now the axe is right here against the wall. All the oddities are around the room, so if you haven't been to any of them, check out the oddities in the room. There's some great dungeons there, and you just want to go to Ravenspire, and then you're looking for this guy right at the door, Cyrus. And you're going to have a little cutscene here, but I'm not going to give away too much. I don't want to spoil the storyline, but Cyrus is a time-traveling mage, and guys, what's better than a time-traveling mage than to just skip over all this fetching, go here, go there crap? So he agrees that he'll time travel us forward past that, but he needs a little bit of time. So we do have to do a little run around quest, checking out the town. So we're going to start by talking to the Colonel, who is the first NPC in town, and you can just follow your arrow in the upper right hand corner. That is going to be very important for this entire area. Just follow that arrow. And you just talk to the Colonel, and apparently his KFD Drickens are missing, and it's almost time for the festival. So apparently there's a festival going on in this town. Basically, we're going to run around the town, following the arrow to every NPC, talking to them as we go along. The next one is Elisabella, and she is a weapons shop person, and she's going to send you to talk to Vivian next. But there is a shop here, and you can try clicking on the shop. Apparently she's left everything in the boxes, and now it's not unpacked, so you can play this thing with the boxes here, trying to find an axe, but you don't. And I don't know if that's going to turn into a shop, but the next person is Vivian, and she's the gossip of the town. Now, this one's an important NPC. These ones are the most important of the NPCs. I'm not going to take you through talking to all the NPCs because there are a lot of them. I'm just going to jump to the end. I believe there's 8 NPCs in total, and our final one is here, who welcomes us. She is the Duchess of Ravenspire, and she asks us if we're ready to begin. So yes, of course, we got to make tons of preparations, gather supplies, get decorations. Oh, yes, these are the runaround quests. So we think we hear a chronomancer because we want to skip all over this. So we decide to follow our gut. So we just turn that in. And then we're going to, what I thought we were going to do was head back to see Cyrus. But it says to follow your gut. And then, you got to watch the little edges on that. It actually has an edge that catches you up. Anyways, we want to be following our arrow, and it takes us down this dark alley to meet this mysterious stranger who is offering us a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Now, he does tell us the deal, but I'm not going to tell you about it. I know it's a trick. He knows it's a trick. I'm going to just time travel to the future, slay whatever monsters you're going to create to hurt these people. So basically, he is trying to get you to help him have a doom weapon created. This doom axe that this entire thing is about, which I can't really not spoil that it's about a doom axe. So we're returning to Cyrus finally, and we're going to have a little cutscene with him. Tell him we are ready to go to the future. So we have to touch the magic hourglass to time travel. So we're just going to turn in that quest, and you see he has his hourglass beside him. Now you can use this by touching on it, just clicking on it. It will say, do you want to leave this area? And click yes, and whoa! Town of Ravenspire has turned into an area that looks like the Shadow Guard area. So we time traveled to what? The apocalypse? No, apparently it was just a few hours into the future. Something went wrong and you have to fight your way through Ravenspire. So start with the Colonel and the creatures that are around him, and basically you're going to kill every NPC in town, and generally it's the creatures that are around him. Then it will tell you how many you need, so 1 for the Colonel and then 4 for the undead, and you're going to keep going all the way through town, through all the NPCs. So follow your arrows. Now I'm going to point out, watch for drops as well. I got the Ravenspire hat here, which I was going to show you, and then I was like, oh, it's bugged, and then I discovered later it's really funny bugged. You'll see this later. It actually floats above your head. So you want to fight all the way through all the NPCs till you get to the Duchess. Once you beat the Duchess, you're going to meet the Doom Knight. Now it's getting harder and harder to hide the storyline here. So we meet this Doom Knight, and the shadows have already taken Ravenspire. There's no hope left here, only doom. So we didn't stop whatever was supposed to happen from happening. We're too late. So now we have to return to Cyrus, and because we weren't there, we need to go back in time and fix it all. So Cyrus agrees. Just tells us to use the hourglass, and we can travel back to the past and basically redo over the time we jumped over. So basically we got nowhere. So we're back into the future, and yes guys, we thought that was probably about the scariest thing. We thought we would avoid these fetch quests, but really no, we just added more quests before the fetch quest. So we're gonna go talk to the Duchess and warn her what's going to happen, but she's like, no worries, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad. We agreed to do the fetch quest, so she's all happy, and so she wants us to go talk to the Colonel for her. So we're just going to turn that in and then follow your arrows back to where the Colonel is. And then when you see the kernel, just turn that in, and you can read all this stuff. It's really confusing. I thought this was like the Colonel Sanders, but these are battle drickens. And you have to go and find all of his lost drickens, battle drickens. I thought they were for dinner. And when you follow your arrow to find them, and once you find them, you just click on them. I thought you were going to have to fight these drickens because they're battle drickens. Now, for the very last one, it's just a little sneaky. This one, Dricken Little, he is actually hiding underneath this house, and you can actually go under the house. It's not easy to get under there, but you can, and he's a little tricky to get. Then once you get them all, go see the Colonel again, and then he's going to send you to Vivian, who is the town gossip. And she tells you about all the rumors in town. She tells you about these mysterious shadowy portals that are opening up. So we're going to check out these shadow portals. So I found the first portal and I started clicking on it and nothing was happening. So I realized you have to actually go through the portal, and it will load this area, and you're going to have to kill 5 shadow monsters here. They're not very tough monsters. Once you have the 5, then you need to find this glowing light beam that leads to these sparkles and click on them, and that will cleanse the shadow, and you will automatically jump back to where the portal was. And then you want to travel back to Vivian, and she's going to send you on another quest to talk to Isabella, because she's worried that one of these shadows might have stole a weapon from her. So we're going to talk to Isabella. Just turn that in, and again, just follow your arrow. It's going to lead you to where all these NPCs are and everywhere you need to go for this. So basically, you're going to secure all your weapons so none can be grabbed by the darkness, and once you've done 5 of them, go back to her and turn that in, and she tells you to go back to Vivian and tell her I said thanks for nothing, because now she can't sell any of her weapons because they're all crated up, because we're worried the darkness is going to steal them. So anyways, we're going to talk to Vivian and turn that in, and then now Vivian has found another shadow portal. So we're going to go and check out that portal, and now this portal is exactly the same as the other one, and you just don't click on it to enter, you just go through it and kill 5 monsters and then click the light beam. So it works this way every time you enter the shadow realm for this. And after you've done that, return the quest to Vivian, and she's going to tell you that she finds that the paladin Rowan is very suspicious. There's something weird about him. And I actually skipped over this NPC and the go meet all the NPCs to save time. So Rowan is actually here for the tournament part of the festival. So he's basically there to fight, but he has an injured shoulder, and he needs you to go talk to Jo Marie, who I guess is the local healer, who is brewing him a potion. You can also click on his menu, and where it says become a paladin, if you click on that, it just takes you to, and that just takes you to the class menu. And then you're going to run over to here, find this lady Joan, and she has actually created the potion, but it was a bit stronger, and apparently the rats have stolen it and have been drinking it. So we're going to have to deal with this little rat problem behind her house. So basically, just run around the corner, and the rats are around the corner here. Now these guys are pretty easy to kill. You just need 5 of them. Now keep in mind, you can get the pieces of the Ravenspire set from these guys. There are both male and female sets, and both characters can wear both sets. So the men can wear the dress and the women can wear the regular coat armor. Now, once you have 5 of these, you're going to just turn that in. There are also several weapons to drop. I will show you them at the very end of this video. Now, we got the potion. You return to Rowan, and you're just going to turn that in. So once he's all healed up, he's going to send you back to Vivian. Oh gosh, guys, these fetch quests. You know, I really was hoping to skip them. Anyway, back to Vivian one more time, and this time 3 portals have appeared. So you're gonna go find each one of the 3 portals, kill the monsters. Once again, click on the beam of light, go back, and then this time automatically just go find the next one, and then go find the next one. Follow your arrow, you'll be fine. Once you've found and closed all 3 of those portals, then return to Vivian and just turn that in. And this time she's going to send you to see the Countess. So, hopefully, this is the end of these very time-consuming fetch quests. Now, you get to talk to the Duchess, and the tournament is almost ready, but we need one more thing. We have to set a weapon into a stone so a great hero can draw it out. So basically, a reverse sword in the stone. King Arthur pulled it out. Well, we're going to put one in so a hero can pull one out. So we have to go find some of the legendary weapons that are memorial weapons that are around the town. I don't know what they're doing in the fountains, but just follow the arrows until you find 5 of these weapons. These weapons are actually the weapons that do drop, and you're going to run into the mysterious stranger again. And he's going to taunt me that one of these just might be suitable to become a doom weapon. So we returned to the Duchess. We found a ton of weapons, but we didn't find an axe. She said she hadn't even considered an axe. And can we reclaim the axe from her son's crypt? And this is where I am going to cut off this video. I'm going to show you the sets at the end, and I'm going to continue on in the next video from the crypt beyond, because there is a lot left to show you still. There'll be even more quests released next week. As promised, here is the Ravenspire set. If you guys like my videos, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Every little bit helps. Also, right now, guys, I am hosting a giveaway on the AEF for my countdown to my Monster Mash. Now, my Monster Mash is an event I have live in-game every year. So make sure you put on your monster sets, take your screenshots, and enter that giveaway, and watch for my live event. This haunted hat is so cool. I'll see you guys next time, and I'm gonna get a little bit sleep first before I do the video. Please? Okay.